Once in a great while, a show comes along, so pointless, so controversial, pedestrians flock just to listen. Can it be that a skit on a show so meaningless comes along with the potential to captivate, stun, and generally disgust people from all walks of life? Yes, the time has come. Immortal, creator, father, beloved host, pimp, brings you a skit so shocking, so controversial, that you may want to listen to shooters. No, it can't be, you say. You claim that nothing could make you listen to mindless homosexuals babble about how small their genitalia is. But this could be it. You have been warned. Disconnect your speakers. Run to the fort. Shave your dog. Plug your ears and zip up your pants, because it's time. The immortal, your brother, the captain, your pally pal amongst pals, brings you a short rant on sex and the internet.
www.ourfirsttime.com. Now apparently these two people are going to lose their virginity live on the internet for $9.95. Maybe no one else has figured out what's wrong with this, but I'm not spending $9.95 to find out, and I hope you guys won't either. So I think this is how it's going to go. On August 22nd, which happens to be the scheduled date, the guy's going to walk out. In comes that 70s porno bass line, you know, from where the dicks had sideburns. You guys know what I'm talking about. Out walks our pretty little virgin who's going to lose it in front of 1,000 guys with sticky keyboards. And who should follow right behind her but the acne-prone 18-year-old who couldn't get laid for all this time and now is going to have to do it on the internet. Now, at this point in time, several different scenarios may kick in. Scenario number 1. Taking into consideration that this guy has not been laid in 18 years, chances are he's going to be a little bit excited knowing that he's just about to get some. And so I'm guessing that he's going to blow his load before he even walks into the room. And if that is the case, I'm sure most of you know that your $9.95 is wasted, because the last thing this guy is really going to care about is, you know, having sex after that's happened. Now, I know I have a lot of female listeners, and I'm sure that at least half of them can relate to scenario number 2, which would be the, well, it's our first time scenario. And now, this would only happen the way I'm about to demonstrate it if the guy wasn't a total timid geek, as he's probably going to be, taking into consideration that he hasn't gotten any in 18 years. Here it is, scenario number 2. Yeah, baby, who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? What's my name? What is my name?
You son of a bitch, get out of me!
Baby, what's wrong?
Get the fuck off me!
It's supposed to hurt a bit, woman.
Shit!
Stupid hoe.
Asshole!
Now, in that situation, the $9.95 viewing period would immediately end as the two ran out of the room in separate directions. The final scenario we'll explore will be, of course, number 3, and it's the everything goes as planned scenario. Throwing all inhibitions to the wind, these two have sex in front of millions of people, because I'm sure there's going to be that many perverts there to watch it. And, okay, everything's a go. She's ready, he's ready, they get to it. It's bound to go something like this. But where does it go? Oh, there we go.
Okay.
There we
Yeah.
go. All right.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, this is nice. This is
All
the
right.
hell was I waiting 18 years for?
Wait, watch
Oh
yourself.
no.
Wait,
Here we go.
Where'd you get off waving that thing in my face?
All right.
What the hell is that? You
Well, thank you
got
very
ready
much.
to
That was
5
fun.
seconds of that shit in front of a million people.
And there you have it. And I'm guessing scenario 3 is the way it's going to go. Let's face it, you're paying $9.95, which you could spend on a year subscription to farmerotica.com to watch, 5 seconds of some amateur go at it. I don't understand it. I think it's pathetic. And as far as this guy and this chick go, for being this pathetically stupid to put this out on the internet, they can suck my left nut. I figure since shooters can spend 5 minutes talking about the weather, I can spend 5 minutes talking about whatever the hell I want. Hey, it's July 21st, and this is Captain Emmy coming at you with yet another round of pointless audio. In case you can't tell, I'm a little bit upset right now. simply because it turns out that ourfirsttime.com turns out to be a big fluke. It was a joke, kiddies. They fooled me as well as a lot of other people. Yet that got me thinking, if they wanted to break a record like that, why couldn't I break a record? I'm thinking of having sex during my real audio broadcast. Now how's that for a record, huh? Something you won't see on shooters even though they've got the video capability. Speaking of which, I should have got my video card by Friday. This was last Friday, of course, and it still hasn't arrived. And, I bought it on one of those online auctions, that eBay.com. It was a great deal. I couldn't have passed it up. But I still haven't received it yet, even though I sent the money out a while ago. In case you guys haven't noticed it, there hasn't been any really big news lately in the Quake scene or even the Unreal scene. And so I'm kind of hurting for stuff to say. That's why that whole intro was brought about. Seems to me that the biggest piece of news right now is that Action Quake finally got Planet Quake's Mod of the Week award. All I can say is, what the hell? I mean, it took them this long just to honor it, so to speak, and everybody else already knew about it, so who gives a shit? Yet, at any rate, put everything else aside, kiddies, because it's time.
You stupid dick.
Today's Stupid Dick Award goes out to a lot of people with websites out there. I'd like to dedicate today's award to all those people that use MIDI files on their websites. Okay, now MIDI sounds bad enough, even when I used to have a good sound card. That means one with extra sound fonts installed and try and make the MIDI sounds better. It still sucks. And the last thing I want to do is go to a web page for whatever content it may have and be forced to listen to this crap music just because they removed the little stop button. To make things worse, some people put the little MIDI file in the frame, and then they don't give you a stop button, so that no matter where you go on their page, you're forced to listen to some crap MIDI file that they ripped off CD-ROM.com somewhere. The point is, I don't really like MIDI files all too much, and I really don't care to listen to them when I visit a website. So if you're going to put a MIDI file on a web page, at least, please, make the stop button visible so that your visitors aren't forced to listen to a file that sounds like crap while they're trying to read whatever the hell your website is about. And if you own a web page, have a MIDI on it, and still don't think that you need a stop button.
Suck my dick, lick my balls, kiss my ass. You stupid dick.
Instead of the normal music clip after the Stupid Dick Award, for today's show I'd like to announce my new sponsor. Finally someone has stepped forward and is willing to pay me, thank God, to put something on this show. So I'm sorry I have to put a commercial in the middle of my show, and I apologize to all those who can't stand it. But please listen to it, because hell, I need to make something off this show.
Gosh, Jill, you seem kind of down in the mouth today. That's just my problem, Stacy. I stayed with Bill last night, and I just can't get that taste out of my mouth. Oh, then you need one of these. A Dork Peppermint Patty? Dork Peppermint Patties freshen your mouth after you've gone south. These are delicious. And that unpleasant aftertaste from Bill is gone. Well, from now on, I'll have Dork Peppermint Patties with me whenever I go see Bill. I didn't think anything could get rid of that taste. Oh, me neither. What? Nothing.
Get Dork Peppermint Patties in regular and professional strength. With Dork Peppermint Patties, they'll never know where you came from.
I got 100,000 hits and I got 100,000 hits and 100,000 visitors now.
I got 100,000 visitors.
Would you look at that? Captain Emmy's little pointless audio show attracted 100,000 poor innocent people. And it looks like Jess, that's Jess, as in silly snake with a side order of salmon, was our 100,000th visitor. So everybody give him a big clapping round of applause, even though I'm sure he was like expecting a prize or some shit like that. I would also like to announce that I am X Generation's bitch, and let me tell you why. Remember back when we were having server problems, okay? I was all upset because I wasn't getting answers, blah blah blah. That is in the past now, kiddies, because they've moved me to a new server, which so far I have had zero problems with. It's extremely fast, and I'm thanking them for that. I also want to thank them because Trickster over from there sent me a nice little audio stereo thingamajiggy mixer, which means that I can take your phone calls. Well, I should be able to take your phone calls technically. The problem is Radio Shack is a bunch of mindless, drooling faggots, and so when I go there, to get the part that patches the phone to the amplifier, they don't know what I'm talking about. So if any of you guys out there could please just give me a simple part or a converter, an adapter, something of that nature that can patch what I'm hearing on the phone and what I'm saying to this mixer or to like the line in on my sound card, I will be forever grateful.
Yahoo!
Oh no, here we go. It's time for the Midget Movie Review, and this time we've got two. We've got Something About Mary, which is a new one in the box office, as well as Eddie Murphy Raw, which is a kind of older home video from the 80s, yet still a lot of people haven't heard it. So here we go.
Something About Mary. Oh, Nelly, this movie is nice. Cameron Diaz is so unfucking-believably beautiful, I would like to shag her in the ass several times a night. Very, very funny, very disgusting. I think you should take your little kids to see it especially. Hell, if you're listening to this show, you better be a fucking adult. Either that or you're a kid with a lot of balls who doesn't care if their parents hears. And Eddie Murphy Raw. Woo-wee. Funny shit, guys. If you don't like Eddie Murphy, you can suck it, because this show is funny. Go rent it. It's from the 80s. It's him talking about sex, and he says the fuck word a lot. Very funny stuff, guys. Yahoo!
Okay, you know what? No more midgets. That's stupid. Anyway, in case you couldn't figure out what the hell I was just saying there. Something About Mary, extremely funny movie, especially if you like Dumb and Dumber, as well as Kingpin. I think it tops them both, actually. So that's Two Nuts Up. And Eddie Murphy Raw, I mean, if you like Eddie Murphy and you like stand-up comedy, this is the best of both worlds. Another Two Nuts Up award. I think this is the longest show I've ever done without any actual content, so let's try and throw something in there. Let's see, Lithium 2, which I have yet to review, but from what I've heard, it's pretty good. It's up to version 1.16, and it's out now. You can grab that off the Lithium homepage at planetquake.com/lithium. That's LITHIUM. In somewhat related news, there's going to be a big LAN party. I believe it's called ECQ, hosted by X Generation as well as New Jersey Quake. And you can read the press release at xgeneration.net. It looks like a big 150 to 200 computers running inside of a gym at a school. Hopefully they're going to pay my airfare and send me down there, even though they don't know that yet. Cough, cough. And I believe it's going to be August 27th and August 28th. So you guys might want to check that out if you're in the East Coast area, which I sure as hell am not, but still, xgeneration.net, check that one out. And a little article ripped off news.com. It appears that AMD is eyeing a copper 1 gigahertz chip. Damn, that is fast. And they say it should be out by the year 2000, so I'm not going to cross my fingers because I know that probably something faster will come along by that time, yet still, 1,000 megahertz? Shit. And finally, I'm still waiting on the interview with Action Quake. I know Kale's not going to leave me hanging, but I don't know what happened to him. And also, I'm trying to get an interview lined up. They've already agreed to it, yet I got to figure out how to do this foam patching through the mixer thing with the guys who run the Generations mod over at Planet Quake, because that looks to be pretty cool. And even though I reported the news of the mod faster than shooters because of their capabilities, they got them on the show quicker. So I got bit on that one, but still. Shooters is still dodging my challenge. In fact, when I asked them on their show for a yes or no, they said that they have to take it under advisement or something like that. What the hell is that? Come on. Get some balls and take the challenge. I mean, it doesn't, you know what? We don't even have to make it a big deal. It's not a publicity stunt. We'll just jump on a server at some random time, record a demo of it, and play. No one needs to know about it ahead of time. I'm just saying I'd like to play just for the hell of it, because I've never seen you guys really play Quake, and that's what I'm getting at. If not, at least Blue. A one-on-one with Blue. That'd be fun, too. Either way, stop dodging it, and let's play. I leave you now with not necessarily a dedication, just something that I found extremely funny. Maybe it's because I really don't like Star Trek, but this just rates up there with some of the weirdest things I've ever heard in my life. So here you go, without any further ado, Love Trek.
Space. Final frontier.
Specimen gathering mission on planet Alpha 177.
Mr. Spock is much stronger than the ordinary human being. Aroused, his great physical strength could kill him. But it's a risk I'll have to take.
Something bothering you, Mrs. Spock?
May I say that I have not thoroughly enjoyed serving with humans. I find their illogic and foolish emotions a constant irritant.
Unlike you, we humans are full of unpredictable emotions. Love. Tenderness.
Yes, if I seem insensitive to what you're going through, Captain, understand. It's the way I am.
Don't be afraid. Here's my hand. Hold on.
You are beautiful. More beautiful than any dream of beauty I've ever known.
What is your point, Mr. Spock?
I love you. I can love you.
Kiss me.
Now you're mine.
Prospect appeared quite attractive to you a moment ago.
You don't really want to hurt me, do you? Put that thing away.
No, I don't think so.
No! I can.
It's painless and quick. Entry made by Second Officer Spock.
Possible we may have hit the wrong entry point.
Yes. Very well, Captain.
Try again.
This pleases you.
What are you waiting for? Hurry!
If you'll excuse the intrusion, Captain.
Bury the hatchet.
An appropriate choice of terms, Captain.
Keep your fucking hands off. Just keep away, you green-blooded half-breed.
Scotty, no, wait.
Are you all right, Captain?
All right. Just a little busy.
I have to take him back. Inside myself. I can't survive without him. I don't want to take him back. He's like an animal. A thoughtless, brutal animal.
Let me give you a hand.
So it's next task against animal video for guys. Email please to do state. See da Nap who's what has the Mr. Barofic net. Yeah, you're second an email but not more than the next case. So will be paid just not absurd.